Good afternoon, you man. I hope you've been doing well, protecting your energy and all that. I just wanted to get on here this afternoon to talk about something that this isn't to like. It's gonna be controversial. I don't want to ensue paranoia in anybody, because when I came aware of this fact, I did become paranoid, and it was only my friends that could that were keeping me grounded. You know what I mean? That I didn't end up going insane. Most of you are probably aware of this since you found this video or channel, whatever. Like some of you conscious people. But for the conscious people that are very honest and very innocent, let me say, or very naive. I mean, you wouldn't know that you're naive, I guess. You'll just be kind of thinking, oh yeah, if you're a good person, then life will be fine, everything will be fine. And what I'm about to say is not to say that you need to abandon your morals, you need to become a villain and start manipulating people. This is just for your own awareness. It's just to increase your awareness, to aid you in your awareness when navigating people, other people, in terms of how they're interacting with you and how you are dealing with them too. Because once you know this, once you're aware of this, you'll be able to immediately link it with your own actions or actions of others. So, I literally just woke up, or finished brushing my teeth. I just woke up. So what you need to become aware of, right, is that, and my friend, I told my friend this too when I found this out and I became paranoid. And he was just he even knew it, but it's a thing where he literally told me, yo, obviously, why wouldn't it be this way? You just have to live with it. That's just how life is. So what you have to become aware of is that mind control is everywhere. Mind control is being done to you daily, on a daily basis. Hypnotism is being done to you on a daily basis. Not just by others, but you to yourself and to others. It's unavoidable, and not all of it is malicious, right? Not all of it is a malicious attempt at mind control. Some of it is persuasion, positive persuasion, obviously, or influencing people. Some of it is dark, some of it is conscious by others, either through experience or through their own knowledge of psychology and things of that nature. As even small set of techniques, the human psyche is very, very fickle. It's very easy to get under, get through the human psyche. To the smallest things, you wouldn't even it'll just be kind of a very small technique that you just see that, wow, it really works. It could be used in the simplest form. Even things reverse psychology, when you tell someone one thing and then you kind of backtrack to what your original plan was, or when I'm just doing this brief explanation of examples in it. or when you okay, if you want to get information out of someone, this is just one of the ways I can think of that's like less forceful. So if someone's withholding information that you know that they're withholding, instead of asking them straight up, yo, what happened to rare, what happened to this and that, or who, because okay, I have done this before, sometimes unconsciously, and then when I knew about the technique, I was like, oh shoot, like I do this sometimes. So you literally, okay, so like let me say, sometimes, okay, my friends, one of my friends, like let's say one time he had information about a group of people in my uni that I wanted to know about, that I know he knows about, but I'm not sure what the information is, but I know he knows something because of other people saying, oh yeah, I told your friend, but I'm not going to tell you. So now I know he's holding this information, right, about a particular scenario. So what I do, I tell him, yo, but I tell him my suspicions, but I say the complete wrong thing. I'll just be like, yo, so did this and this happen? But it will be what didn't happen, right? But because of the human egos need to correct another person, they need to be correct, he'll just willingly be like, nah, that's not right. This is actually what happened. It's just the need to be corrected. It's not as easy as it sounds. There is like rapport building, what's that thing called, telepathic state matching, like matching someone else's state telepathically through emotions. That's also, I believe, from my understanding, that's also to do with building rapport, building familiarity between you and the other person. But there's loads, like, my point is, right, there's loads of things out there, it's everywhere, and it's been beamed into you by parents, religious organizations, the school that you went to from a kid, and in your teenhood, like, it's being done all the time. And it's not even information to make you paranoid, it's just so you know that, so you kind of acknowledge it's there. I mean, obviously with me, when I came into all this information, at first I was like, yeah, wow, okay, fairs. Like, I was just like interested. And then later on I was like, wait, like I was remembering times I've either been mind controlled or I mind controlled someone else. And I was like, wait, who am I? Who are the people around me, and what do they want from me? Like, I literally became like, and I even started to like, I don't want people to have an advantage over me. So I decided to like kind of, because I've been a very open person, very transparent. You know, on my Instagram page, everything's there, my whole life is there. And now the switch around is so much, like, it's still permanent. It's still like a change that I implement now, but it's more just so for my own safety. It's just for my own peace of mind, let me say, sorry. So I wiped everything off my page. I've just minimized the amount of information about myself that's out there, because when I tell you that I was such a transparent person, like to the point where people I didn't know just knew about me. Like, I'd meet some people who'd be like, oh yeah, I already know who you are. Or they would have heard about me from somewhere. Like, I think that's just being bait, to be fair, but still. that many people just having information about you, even if you don't know them. I'd rather if they did think they know something, it's not actually true. But everything that most people knew, it was genuine information about me. You just become aware that it's a real thing, it's happening, it's all around you. This isn't to make you paranoid, this is just for your own awareness that, you can still take control of your own life. And I wanted to quickly just touch on the point of you mind controlling yourself. This is also very controversial. But every day we're hypnotizing ourselves, instilling habit patterns, behavioral reinforcement within ourselves to act a certain way, to become a certain person, or to follow a certain belief, religious belief. You have to, when you really think about it, especially when it comes to religion, there's a particular degree of suggestibility you have to allow yourself to be in to take on all the religious teachings, to the identity, to kind of believe all the things that they're telling you, not just doctrine-wise, but testimonial-wise as well. Because really and truly, what someone else has experienced is their own personal experience, their own personal belief. And me personally, I just don't believe you should be taking on someone else's experience as fact if it has not happened to you. And I think that's one of the ways, that is actually one of the ways that I block my mind from mind control. Because it's very easy, as a religious person as well, to, hear someone else's testimony, be inspired by it, and then, oh, this must be the truth. Although, obviously, in a church setting or Islam, I don't know if people in Muslims do testimonies, but in a Christian standpoint in church, you are using it to strengthen your own beliefs, your own experience related to yourself. But if, really and truly, right, we all live in different worlds, we all live in different frequencies, different awarenesses. Hence why none of us live exactly the same life. And even if we do go to the same institutions, we will never live the same life because we've all had different experiences. Experiences form your beliefs. And you can't push your belief as fact. That is just a fact, bro. You cannot push your belief as fact. You can't. This is why the whole thing of different religions arguing on who's right, and even more in depth, the denominations within religion, the Shias and Sunnis, the Orthodox Christians, the Free Grace Christians, the what are they called? Apologetic Christians. I don't know all the denominations in Christianity, but I know of a few. But even within those denominations, they all don't think the same things. They all believe different things because they either interpret the doctrines differently or have different experiences based on what they know. And it can change. It's literally all up for change. It's all up for debate, let me say. Why do you think some people aren't religious and then one day a certain experience happens, they then enter a degree of suggestibility to take on a belief to aid them in whatever they're experiencing. Now they're religious, and then maybe a few years later down the line, the new religion, or they're not religious anymore. You have to, keep in mind that it's all you. You have the power to literally change your mind, to literally change your mind to suit who you want to be. And that is a better way to take the information, less of from a standpoint of paranoia, distrust, and fear of others and institutions. Like, nowadays, I would go to church again. I actually haven't been going just because I didn't want to mess up what I was building mentally, my mental vibrations. But I can go because, it's kind of like I have good defenses, for all these subtle things that they'll do to. I don't want to. I'm not trying to bash church. I'm not trying to like hate on church. I'm just saying that I don't want to be coerced into thinking certain things or doing certain things through fear. Because that's one of the biggest tactics that cults, churches, they use to, or religions in general, use to coerce people into the belief, or to initiate people into the belief or the group. So that's all I have for today. Keep your awareness up, keep your frequency intact, and keep on progressing, keep on being your best self. And remember, you can be whoever you want to be, man. So stay blessed in it.